What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Your boy Bill Spencer. I'm in the beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, Glendale specifically, staying at the Renaissance Hotel. Right now, I'm in the backyard, just chilling, meditating, see this beautiful waterfall and everything. Got the little light scenery. It's cute out here, man. But definitely a difference from New York, dealing with nasty weather right now. I know it's bipolar, but just to be in 60, 70 degree weather is definitely something that you can really just be comfortable with. But guys, I'm having a phenomenal time being out here, and just blessed to be around so many great mentors and just uplines and great motivators in my life right now. Just working on personal development, and just blessed to be in this position, and just to spend time and share this with you guys. So, just one thing I just want to talk about real quick, is just really closing the gap. So the funny thing about closing the gap is, when you're doing personal development, you're working on yourself. Thing about it is that you really want to reach high heights. So when I say reach high heights, like everyone has a goal, everyone has an agenda, and you really want to, spark to your most maximum potential. So the crazy thing about it is, you want to close the gap from fear, doubt, anything that's hindering you, whatever that negative space that keeps coming in to your life. So you always want to close the gap. So when really thinking about closing the gap, you want to be right here. You know what I'm saying? You always want to reach the top height of just closing the gap. But the funny thing is, we live our everyday lives, and it's like a drug where sometimes we want self-gratification, but at the same time we listen to our peers that really isn't doing anything with their own lives. And the funny part about it is, when you try to reflect and share the blessing and opportunities with people, a lot of times they just give you negative vibes, or it's just things they just won't understand, just won't see it. And the crazy thing about it is, I used to get mad and upset, like, yo, dude, like, you see where I'm coming from? Like, dude, this is amazing. Like, it's crazy. Like, yo, I'm not trying to hear it. You need to see what's going on. Like, dude, this is what's up. And a lot of times they would just either be lost, or just like, it just doesn't click. And I realized that God places vision in in your life, and the vision that He placed for you isn't, meant for it to be shared with everybody else. So, it's kind of like, you having your own personal mission, and it's so motivating, because when doing that, like, it really puts you in perspective, where you want to go in life. But the crazy part about it is, like I said, closing the gap. So this is you closing the gap, reaching for, striving, whatever, your goals, dreams, whatever. And then you have your friends and your family down here. Now it's like, Bill, what's going on? Why are my friends, family down here? Like, if I'm trying to be successful or anything, they should understand, And that's what I thought too, like, if I want to do great, I know my family want to do great, they just going to it's whatever. Like, yo, it's going to be a wrap. They're going to love my success. We're going to grow together. But that's honestly not the case, People kind of go through their own phases, and and move based on their own lifestyle situation. Everyone's situation is different, but when you're trying to close the gap, everyone won't meet you at a high standard. And the sad part about it is, when you're trying to thrive, there's a lot of people that's filled with negative energy that wants to bring you down, or don't want to grow. You know what I'm saying? And the funny part about it is, a lot of those people that we consider friends or family, we adore so much because we grew or spent time with them for like most of our years, from high school, junior high school, you name it. And it's like, we get emotional about, like, yo, like, you's my ride or die, like, can't leave you like this. So the funny part about it is, they're down here, you're up here. So you're trying to be so emotional and understanding, you begin to drop. You forget your why you're doing it, why you're thriving, and why you want to do all of this. And you so emotional and emotionally attached, you forget why you're doing, or what motivates you to want to do better. And now, like, you're closing the gap, but you're losing. You know what I'm saying? It was a gap between where, all that negative space was just between you and them. But it's like, the thing is about it is, it's a lot of times you have to cut people off, and sad to say, it's even friends or family. I had to cut a lot of people that just doesn't understand the vision or see where I'm coming from. So when you closing the gap, you gotta always remain here. You gotta remain humble. You gotta be hungry, and you gotta keep rising to the occasion. And you never want to fall. You never want to drop. And if you have friends or family that don't want to rise to the occasion and meet you up here, you gotta cut them off, because for you to close the gap, you want to close the gap, but you want to see people grow where you go. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you dropping just to meet them at their level. Why would you want to meet them at their level? Why would you want to return back to doing something that that did not help you grow? You know what I'm saying? And no one wants to return back to a lifestyle where it's devastating. You have to, you know what I'm saying? And I have no problem with jobs. Everyone needs to get somewhere in life. And everyone needs a job. Like, even today, like I'm working and doing everything what I'm doing. But that is something I'm not going to settle with. You know what I'm saying? I know what my heart desires is, and there's no amount of money, no amount of check that's worth my time is more valuable than any check. I listened to J. Cole from Breakfast Club, his interview, and he was just saying $10, $15, $20, $30 an hour is never more than an hour of my time. And you have to believe in that. And people don't value their time, value their life as much as they say they do. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it's like either you're going to wake up every morning being an entrepreneur, going for your dreams, or you're going to wake up every morning working for an entrepreneur, building their dreams. And you know what I'm saying? It gets to a point where, you can't continue to work for people. You got to work on yourself, guys. And it's like you can live your lifestyle any way you want it, but it's like, where you going to go if you never work on yourself? People want to invest in things, but they don't even want to invest in yourself. It's not always about money. Like, and the best way I know people have like financial issues and whatnot, but we wasted on nonsense. We wasted on people that don't lift us up here. You know what I'm saying? We close the gap, but we don't close it the way we're supposed to. And it's like you want to invest in yourself, because the funny thing about it is when you use all your money, or use your money, or use your wallet and fill it into here is what's going to fill up your wallet. You know what I'm saying? People, like, don't get me wrong, like clothes and everything, like, yeah, I'm not saying that's not the necessary need, but we have a tendency of living for today, like survival mode, and no one wants to think about their 5 years, 10 years, and like where you're going to be, how you want to hold yourself accountable. And it's just like time goes by so fast, guys. Like, we missed the opportunity. We're just moving and moving and moving, working, and we don't take time to just really value what we do, guys. And I say that to, like, people miss their opportunity and their blessing because we're so focused on everyone else that's bringing us down here instead of just reaching the top. You know what I'm saying? And everybody want microwave results. Like, I tell you not, and I know everyone hears this every day. If it was easy, I kid you not, if it was easy, everyone would do it. And I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but you got to be willing to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? There's times where, I would hate to wake up like, yo, I got to live check to check, and there's nothing wrong with having a job. Like I said, everyone needs a job. I need a job to this day, but I never settle. I continue to go for them dreams. I live for fun, freedom, and fulfillment. That's all I want in life. And you can't say you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Invest into yourself. So when closing the gap, you have to rise to the occasion. And if people really, like, you should never have to convince anybody. Let what you do, or let their heart speak itself. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a movement. You really got to be consistent, guys. So when you want to close the gap, nobody wants to meet you here. Everyone try to bring you down. It's cutoff season. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't care how long you known them and whatnot. Much love to whoever. Much love to my family, my friends. But a lot of people I had to cut off because it's negative energy you just can't take and just can't allow. And it was like, I thank God for personal development, because you really have to dedicate yourself. And because of that, after a year, 2 years, I'm able to be here to, really just take time and really enjoy God's creation. Like, see this, man, like, y'all don't see much, but, just to get away You know, people like have excuses like I don't have time or I don't have the money. You gotta ask yourself how long you want to live that lifestyle. How long you want to not have time to spend with your mom, your family, or your kids, any parents, single parents, co-parents, or how long you don't want to have the finances. How long you want to keep worrying and waking up of where your check is going. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but worst case scenario, it does happen. And a lot of people get complacent and settle with their job. And you got to really have your plan B, guys. Like I've last year, like I've done three jobs within 6 months. Not to saying that I wasn't consistent, because you never know what happens. And I had two businesses from bartending and another job like shut down, like completely just shut it. And it seemed like a good job, like money was starting to come in, and next thing you know, I'm laid off, you know. And then doing another company for sales, you know, and it was just commission pay only. And it's, you know, I needed something steady, you know. And when you see something, when you see an opportunity, people want to ask all these questions like, I don't know. It's like, what is there not to know about? What can you lose? You know what I'm saying? You have to give it your all. You know, and faith without work is dead. So you gotta live by faith and not by sight. So guys, like, the thing about it is the opportunities is out there. They're out there. But you got people today where, you know, it's so ignorant to say no to everything based on fear. And guys, I'm not gonna hold you back. I was one of those guys. Like, I was like, look, it sounds too good to be true, or, you know, I just can't do it because, you know, I don't want to take the chance and, you know, put my all into this, and I'm worse than where I was. And it's like, what do I have to lose? You know, you have to make sacrifice to be put in a position. You know, you got to give more to receive. And like, I thank God for putting me in this position. And I was blessed to be here in this weekend with over 50,000 people who share the same vision I do. So guys, when I say if you have a dream, you have a burning fire in you, never hold yourself or remove it because it sounds too impossible. You gotta realize impossible means I'm possible. So just put yourself in the right position and around the right people. So when you gotta close the gap, never settle, never drop. Always reach the heights. And anybody that shares that vision with you, they will meet you up here. But if you have to settle for less and fall just to close the gap, it's not. You have to be in a better position, and you have to be around better people. So be with people that wants to have that same burning fire with you. And I tell you guys, and it's all about team building. Like, I was a lone wolf for years, and if you want to move fast, move by yourself. But if you want to go far, you gotta move with a team, people that really understand you and understand the vision. So guys, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, whatever your heart desires, just be honest with yourself. Whatever it is, you know. If you have that burning desire, go for it. You know, a lot of times people don't see themselves being realistically being on TV or being a successful athlete, football, NBA, whatever. But if you believe it, just if it is a yes in your heart, that is possible. Say to yourself, I'm possible. You know what I'm saying? And the opportunities is there. You can get there. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to get there by myself. I'm still not where I want to be, but thank God I'm not where I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Just believe in you and believe in the process. And I guarantee if you're in the right position with the right people, you will get there. Remember, this is not a race. Anything that you want in life is going to take time. It's not a race. But guaranteed, as any marathon, you will reach your destination. But you got to be consistent. You got to grind and keep that fire burning. So guys, like, much love to you and blessings. Whatever you do, just keep that fire burning. And just want to let y'all know that if no one told you today or any of this week that they don't believe you, or, you know, whatever the case scenario is, guys, it might sound crazy, but you might not even know me. But for wherever you are, at home or at work, and you just struggling, like you breaking down, crying, whatever, I just want you to know I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? That I know it's possible. That whatever you're going through, God will make a way out of no way. But you can't just sit on your ass and be like, I know God's going to work it out. It's like I said, faith without work is dead. You got to give it your all. Give whatever you can. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's, I know a lot of busy people, like, even if it's like 5 to 7 hours a week, Dedicate yourself and stick to that goal. Make a plan for yourself. Stick to that goal and be consistent with it every week. Every week. And I promise you, you stay consistent, there will be progress. There will be progress, guys. So, you know what I'm saying? I believe in you. I believe in the process. And, you know what I'm saying?